Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Gervonta Davis gives big hint that he will accept Ryan Garcia rematch. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia are seemingly both eager to fight again in future. The American rivals clashed in 2023, with Davis emerging victorious by 7th round knockout. Their bout took place under somewhat unusual circumstances. It was staged at a 136-pound catch weight and with a 10-pound registration clause to prevent either fighter from being significantly bigger on fight night. Garcia agreed to these stipulations but insisted after the loss that they drastically impacted his ability to perform to his best. Few fans took him seriously until seeing his performance against Devin Haney last month. For that fight, Garcia ignored the 140 pounds weight limit, controversially came in overweight at 143 pounds, and then proceeded by floor Haney 3 times and beat him in a major upset. However, it must also be noted that he has since also tested positive for Ostarine in 2 separate WADA drugs tests. As a result, Garcia's situation is currently up in the air as he is being investigated by the New York Commission. Despite this, he has given several interviews since the Haney win in which he has called for a rematch with Davis. Davis celebrated Garcia's win over Haney due to his dislike for Haney and has publicly backed Garcia by saying he does not believe he intentionally cheated. The pair have a newfound respect because of this, which prompted Garcia to take to social media on Sunday night. He posted a picture of himself and Davis taking out their fight with the caption, "My bro, we will run it back again." Davis replied in the comments with 3 devil face emojis, seemingly signaling his approval. Timothy Bradley makes emphatic prediction for Gervonta Davis-Floyd Mayweather fight. Hall of Fame inductee Timothy Bradley has given a confident prediction for a fantasy fight between a prime Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. Davis and Mayweather have a complicated history. Money guided the Baltimore native for the majority of his career, but Gervonta Davis split with Mayweather Promotions in 2022, seemingly on good terms. Mayweather Promotions did a great job with me, but it was time for me to move on, to try and build myself as a business person. A fighter, the best person that can help me is myself. Frank Martin goes after Ryan Garcia for supporting Gervonta Davis. Tangents rise in Dallas gym as Martin responds to Garcia's public bet against him. In a fiery outburst today, Frank Martin did not hold back as he addressed the shocking switch of loyalty by his gym mate Ryan Garcia. The controversy stems from Garcia's unexpected decision to back Gervonta Tank Davis in the highly anticipated WBA regular lightweight title fight against Martin, scheduled for June 15 on Amazon Prime Video pay-per-view at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Frank Martin, undefeated with an 18-0 record and 12 KOs, is deeply frustrated by Garcia's change of heart. Initially, Garcia supported Martin confidently, predicting his victory. However, the tide turned drastically when Garcia publicly declared he would bet $1 million on Tank Davis to win. This sudden shift has raised eyebrows, especially since both Martin and Garcia share the same trainer, Derrick James, and train in Dallas. Many believed Garcia should have remained neutral, avoiding any public declarations that could cause friction. Speculation is rife that Garcia's endorsement of Tank Davis is not just a matter of opinion, but a strategic move, with Garcia's career currently in limbo due to recent positive PED tests for Ostarine. His future in the ring is uncertain. The New York State Athletic Commission has yet to discuss his case, leaving Garcia in a precarious position. A rematch with Tank Davis could provide the mega fight and the substantial payday Garcia desperately needs, especially after his recent upset victory over WBC light welterweight champion Devin Haney. Despite being the underdog, Martin remains resolute. His last performance against Artyom Haratunian, where he rallied to secure a 12-round unanimous decision, showed his tenacity, yet almost no one is giving him a chance against the formidable Tank Davis, who boasts an impressive 29-0 record with 27 KOs. Martin's response to Garcia's perceived disloyalty was intense. "He was cool, but I don't hear what he says. I wanna get on and talk down." He went from "Frank is going to win" to "I bet $1 million against him," Martin told. "That shit is fake with me. I don't fuck with people like that. That's fake. I don't care if it's promoting or building. That shit is fake. I'm not with all that. I'm the type of person I rock with, and that's my circle is strong how it is," Frank Martin said. However, recently the relationship appears to have turned sour, with the two going back and forth on social media, making tweets about settling their differences outside the ring. With TBE now consigned to exhibitions board, Signs hanging up the gloves professionally after his fight against Conor McGregor in 2017. A fight between the two won't ever materialize. However, when speaking to Boxing News, Davis hinted at facing his former mentor later this year, and even said Mayweather would still be his toughest opponent today. In an interview, former two-way world champion Bradley had no doubt that a prime Mayweather, 135 pounds, would take the victory against Tank Davis. "Come on, man, stop. Mayweather. Bradley went on to say that Davis would be nothing without his former mentor. Gervonta Davis is nothing without Mayweather, nothing without him. Mayweather is still Mayweather, with Gervonta or not. Tank needs Mayweather. Mayweather made Tank Davis. Of course, Gervonta did the fight and he has the power and all that, but without Mayweather, he wouldn't be where he is today. Guaranteed," Bradley said. Gervonta Davis and Adrian Brunner are once again training alongside, and Tank is already surprisingly light. Martin's words echo a sentiment familiar into the brutal world of boxing. Trust is a rare commodity. The tweet wasn't geared directly towards him, but he was a part of that. "It's bigger than just that. It's a lot," said Martin when asked about his recent comment. "There ain't no friends in this shit. The sport is ruthless, and the allegiances can shift as quickly as the odds in Vegas. This boxing shit, they ain't your friend, and I get it. People change up." As Martin prepares for the fight of his life against Tank Davis, he is also grappling with the reality of betrayal and shifting loyalties. People jump sides, you got people that doubt. You're really in this shit by yourself, really. Martin reflects, "You got your solid team, but other than that, as a fighter, you got to put yourself in the mindset that you are in it by yourself. This isn't just about a fight in the ring, it's a battle of principles and loyalty." For Frank Martin, June 15th represents not just an opportunity to clinch a title, but prove that integrity still has a place in the ruthless world of boxing. Gervonta Davis set weight and registration terms for massive Ryan Garcia rematch. Gervonta Davis says he is open to a massive rematch against Ryan Garcia, but not at the weight King Ryan has called for. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.